Some players enter the league trying to adjust. Others enter the league already in control. Luka Dončić arrived in the NBA with control. Not just skill, not just talent. Control. The ability to dictate the pace of the game. The ability to read defenders. The ability to make the right decision at the right time. That type of control is rare, especially for a young player. But Luka's journey began long before the NBA. Playing professionally in Europe, competing against grown men, learning how to handle pressure early. That experience built confidence. Real confidence, not confidence based on hype. Confidence built through competition, through challenges, through proving himself against high-level players. And that confidence followed him into the NBA. From his first season, Luka played with composure. He was not rushed. He was not intimidated. He moved at his own pace, because pace is power. When you control the speed of the game, you control the defense. Defenders want to speed you up. They want to force mistakes. But Luka refuses to rush. He slows the game down, studies the defense, waits for the exact moment to attack. And when that moment arrives, he executes with precision. Step backs, floaters, creative passes, finishes through contact. Every move has purpose. That purpose comes from understanding spacing, understanding timing, understanding how defenders react. Great players see the game differently. They see openings before they appear. They anticipate movement. They predict outcomes. Luka plays with that vision, and that vision creates opportunity. But another key part of Luka's mindset is creativity. He is not limited by traditional styles. He experiments. He adapts. He finds new ways to create space. That creativity makes him unpredictable, and unpredictable players are difficult to defend. But creativity must be supported by discipline, because creativity without control leads to mistakes. Luka balances both. Creative plays, disciplined decision-making. That balance allows him to dominate consistently. But with greatness comes pressure. Expectations grow quickly. Fans expect performances. Teams rely on leadership. The spotlight becomes constant, and Luka carries that responsibility. Because leadership is not optional for great players, it is required. He directs the offense, controls the rhythm, creates opportunities for teammates, and when the moment demands it, he takes over. But Luka's greatest strength remains his composure. In high-pressure situations, he stays calm, because calmness improves decision-making. Decision-making improves execution. Execution wins games. That calmness is what makes him one of the most dangerous players in basketball, because the calmest player often controls the biggest moments. But Luka's journey is still evolving. Every season brings new challenges, new expectations, new opportunities for growth. And growth is the key to sustained greatness. He continues improving, refining his skills, strengthening his mindset, learning how to lead more effectively. Because greatness is not static. It is a process. Now understand the deeper lesson. You must control your pace. You must trust your understanding. You must remain calm under pressure. Say this internally. I control the pace. I trust my instincts. I stay calm. I dominate the moment. Because control creates advantage. Advantage creates dominance. And composure creates greatness. Your mindset is your edge. There comes a point in every great player's career where the game changes. It is no longer about talent. It is no longer about potential. It becomes about control in the biggest moments. Luka Dončić thrives in those moments, because when the game slows down in the fourth quarter, when defenses tighten, when every possession matters, he becomes even more dangerous. Not faster, not louder, calmer. Because the player who controls the moment controls the outcome. Luka understands this deeply. He does not rush the final minutes. He studies them. He reads the defense. He waits for the exact weakness. Then he attacks. That patience is what separates him. Most players speed up under pressure. They force shots. They rush decisions. But Luka slows everything down. He controls tempo, and tempo controls the game. But clutch performance is not only about scoring. It is about decision-making. Knowing when to take the shot, knowing when to pass, knowing how to create the best opportunity. Luka plays with that awareness. He trusts his vision. He trusts his instincts, and that trust allows him to perform with confidence. Confidence built through preparation, because preparation removes doubt. When you've seen the situation before, when you've practiced the moment, when you understand the defense, the moment becomes familiar, and familiar moments reduce pressure. But leadership also grows in these moments. Teammates look to the leader. They look for direction, for confidence, for stability. And Luka provides that through composure, through control, through belief. When the leader remains calm, the team follows. Confidence spreads, execution improves, and the team performs at a higher level. But Luka's journey also includes learning balance, because dominance requires discipline, understanding when to slow down, understanding when to attack, understanding how to manage energy over a long game. That balance is what transforms great players into elite leaders. And Luka continues developing that balance every season, every game, every possession. But the deeper lesson from his journey is this: you must control your environment. You must control your pace. You must control your mindset. Because when you control those elements, you control the outcome. Luka Dončić plays with that control, and that control makes him unstoppable. Now internalize this mindset. You must stay calm in big moments. You must trust your preparation. You must control the pace. Say this internally: I control the moment. I trust my instincts. I stay calm under pressure. I lead with confidence, because control creates dominance. Confidence creates execution, and composure creates greatness. Your mindset is your edge. Greatness is often misunderstood. People think it comes from speed, from jumping higher, from being stronger than everyone else. But Luka Dončić proves something different. Greatness begins in the mind. Because before the step back, before the pass, before the highlight, there is a decision. A decision to stay calm. A decision to trust yourself. A decision to control the moment instead of reacting to it. That is what separates him. While others rush, he slows down. While others panic, he sees clearly. While others react, he decides. And that decision-making is what makes him great. Because basketball is not just a physical game. It is a thinking game, a timing game, a rhythm game, and Luka mastered all three. He understood that the defender's speed is not the advantage. The advantage is knowing when to move. He understood that pressure is not something to fear. It is something to read, to study, to use. And when you can use pressure instead of feeling it, you gain control. And when you gain control, you gain power. Luka Dončić plays with that power. Not loud, not rushed, not chaotic, but controlled. Every move has purpose. Every decision has intention. Every moment is calculated. And that is why he dominates. Not because he is faster, not because he's stronger, but because he thinks differently. He sees the game before it happens. He understands the moment before it arrives. And when the moment comes, he is ready. That is mental preparation. That is mastery. That is greatness. But here is the lesson. This is not just about Luka. This is about you, because the same mindset is available to you. You don't need to be the fastest. You don't need to be the most athletic. You need to be the most disciplined, the most focused, the most prepared. You need to train your mind to stay calm under pressure, to see clearly when others panic, to trust your preparation when the moment gets big. Because when your mind is strong, your game becomes unstoppable. Say this to yourself right now. I stay calm in pressure. I control the moment. I trust my preparation. I think before I move, because control creates dominance. Clarity creates confidence. And mindset creates greatness. Luka Dončić didn't just become great because of talent. He became great because of how he thinks. And once you master your mind, you can master the game. Your mindset is your edge,